All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you guys know what time it is. We're going to be discussing everything Solana, see what is happening with Sol, and of course, what is yet to come. If we're looking at the entire market this morning, you guys can see we're starting to see quite a bit of green across the board, which is definitely nice to see. We are seeing BTC pushing above $42,000, which is impacting the entire market in a positive way. So that is great to see. So could this be the end of the cool off that we have seen? We'll take it one step at a time, but let's discuss what exactly is happening with Solana right now. So if we're looking at the price of Solana, $67.59, we're up 1.4% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative, but we're down about 1.5% in BTC comparative, which isn't really a big deal. The market cap currently sitting at $28.8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $2.2 billion. One thing we really want to be paying attention to is the fact that Solana held so well at that key support line, which we discussed yesterday, despite the fact that we did see BTC wick below $41,000. Even though that happened, we still saw Solana holding really strong at that support line, and that's what excites me a lot. And this should really give us an indication that yes, Solana still has a lot of steam left for itself. We still have 2 weeks left for this month and the year of 2023 to come to an end. And could we possibly see a new yearly high? Absolutely, that's definitely still possible, but it all depends on BTC. But nonetheless, let's not take away the credit the way Solana has held over the past 24 hours. That's really exciting me, to say the least. But let's get further into the analysis. As always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So you guys are looking at BTC. Bitcoin is definitely making a move back towards the upside, seeing a bounce from the 40,630. So you could pretty much say we've retested that support 3 different times, but we're exactly where I want to see the price of Bitcoin sitting at. If you guys have been watching my updates over the past 2 days after we saw this massive wick towards the downside, I said, if the price of BTC hovers around this range, I'm totally okay. But at the same time now, if the price of BTC is able to break out its $42,397 mark, I am expecting that, we could push back into the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. So it's going to be very interesting to see how today plays out. We are pretty early into the day. It's early morning here, but I'm going to be looking at Bitcoin very, very closely. But as far as Solana is concerned, a lot of developments coming out for the ecosystem. So you guys can see breaking Solana-based Orca. Sol breaks into the top 3 dexes by 24-hour trading volume. And, this is something that excites me a lot. We're seeing decentralized exchanges that are built on Solana really picking up traction. And not just that, we're seeing the native tokens picking up traction. We're seeing NFTs that are built on Solana picking up traction. Solana is not here to play games, as you can see. And Orca getting to the top 3 spot is a huge, huge deal for Sol, guys. And its native token, Orca's native token, if you bought this back in June, literally back in June, here, let's go take a look at that, shall we? So you guys can see this for yourself. Last June, if you pick this up and you just held it since then, you're up right now about 13x, almost 14x, and its all-time high was $20.33, and right now it has a market cap of $230 million. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything, of course, on my channel is my own personal opinion. But the fact that Orca is able to be right behind Uniswap, but this is the Arbitrum one, but it's here to battle. Basically, you can see decentralized exchanges are more popular than ever. But the fact that it's making these massive moves, 24-hour trading volume of 330 million isn't small, guys. And considering all that factor, and when I look at the price, and especially the market valuation, I think it's really low compared to the big decentralized exchanges that we currently see. And as Solana succeeds, we could see Orca, Jupiter, really picking up. And the Jupiter Exchange, that's why a lot of people are excited, because the volume Jupiter Exchange is doing is absolutely mind-boggling. And that's what excites a lot of people, right? And this is why, as Jupiter coin launches on the platforms, when they initially start listing it on the exchange, as of now they haven't announced it, but I saw rumors going around that it's Q1 of next year. If that happens, I'm ready. Yes, I am literally ready on the sidelines to allocate more on top of what I've earned in terms of the airdrop. That's how bullish I am on the Jupiter Exchange. But at the end of the day, this is just my own personal opinion. You need to do your own due diligence and research if you want to look into it. But I'm comparing it to, on a daily basis, I'm comparing it to Uniswap. Where's Uniswap listed at? Uniswap, guys, $4.6 billion currently. And of course, this is, ETH, it's built on ETH. And not only that, Uniswap is not as nice as Jupiter, in my opinion. I've seen so many different glitches that are happening on Uniswap, and it still yet has such a high market valuation. That really gets me more excited than ever what Jupiter is going to be doing. And on top of that, Solana connection, it's just literally perfection, in my opinion. And I think Jupiter Exchange, I think it has literally everything possible to compete with Uniswap. And yes, I could see that project enter into the top 20. I definitely can see that in the long haul, because guys, look at the numbers it's doing and the potential it has. And as we do go further into the bull market, and if Jupiter is listed on the bigger centralized exchanges as well, it's pretty realistic for me to think that Jupe is here to compete with it. And that would of course mark the first decentralized exchange to really make it to the top 100 and compete with the big boys. And of course that is going to be historic, to say the least. But again, only time is going to tell with that stuff. But this is what I want you guys to be focusing on: the way Sol has held at this resist support line. You can pretty much see this for yourself. We did wick below to this $64, but this did not last too long. The main thing is this right here. This level of support pretty much has played out for us and should give you guys an indication as to why this resist support is so important. Of course, it was a resistance as we were going towards the upside. And the craziest thing is, Sol is in an upwards trend. Believe it or not, Solana is still in an upwards trend because it's creating higher highs, higher lows, and that just tells you that the momentum has not changed despite the volatility that we've been seeing within the crypto space. The overall ecosystem is thriving at a rate that we have never seen, and I'm very optimistic. If BTC is able to push back into the 38.2 fib zone and dominance does go down a little bit, I am expecting that we will see Sol pushing up to some new yearly highs. But that is it for today's update. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.